They laughed at you. Not loudly, not always in your face, but you felt it. When you said God was going to change your life, when you walked away from things they couldn't let go of, when you chose obedience over comfort. They didn't understand you, so they dismissed you. But what they didn't know is that heaven was already writing a different ending. There's something about being chosen by God. It often comes with misunderstanding, because when God gives you a vision, He doesn't always give it to the people around you. So while you're moving by faith, they're watching with doubt. That's exactly what happened to Noah. God told him to build an ark. No rain, no storm, no sign, just a word. Day after day, Noah built, hammer after hammer, step after step, and you can imagine the whispers, the looks, the laughter. Why is he doing all that? He's lost his mind. But Noah wasn't building based on what he saw. He was building based on what God said. And this is where most people quit. Not in the pain, but in the silence. Because after God gives you a promise, there's often a season where nothing seems to happen. No signs, no confirmation, just waiting. That's where Sarah found herself. God told her she would have a child, but time kept passing. Years went by, her body aged, and the promise looked more impossible with every moment. And one day, she laughed, not because she didn't hear God, but because what He said felt too far from her reality. Have you ever been there? Where God showed you something, but your current life looks nothing like it? Where the promise feels real in your spirit, but impossible in your hands? And while you're waiting, people are watching. Some doubt quietly, some speak openly, and some are just waiting for you to fail. That's what happened to David, a young shepherd boy standing in front of a giant. No armor, no experience, no reason by human logic to win. Everyone around him saw the same thing. You're not ready, you're not qualified, you're going to lose. But what they didn't see was that David had already faced lions, already faced bears, already been trained in secret. People will judge you based on what they see, but God prepares you in places no one else has access to. Then there comes a moment where heaven interrupts everything. For Noah, it started to rain, and suddenly the same people who laughed realized he was right all along. For Sarah, the impossible happened. She held the promise in her arms. The same woman who laughed in doubt now laughed in joy. And for David, one stone was enough. One moment, one move, one touch from God, and the giant fell. When God shows up, He doesn't need a long explanation. He doesn't argue with your critics. He simply moves, and everything changes. And this is the part people don't talk about enough. When God lifts you, the same people who doubted you will witness it. Not so you can be proud, but so His glory can be seen. The laughter turns into silence. The doubt turns into shock. The questions turn into answers, not because of you, but because God kept His word. So if people are laughing at you right now, let them. Let them doubt your faith. Let them misunderstand your obedience. Let them question your path. Because their laughter is not the final chapter. God is. And when He shows up, He doesn't just prove you right. He reveals who He is. So don't stop building. Don't stop believing. Don't stop walking. Because one day, the same story they laughed at will become the story that glorifies God.